Welcome back to Motor Masters, your ultimate source for everything fast, armored, and battle-proven. If you live for cutting-edge engineering, advanced military vehicles, and the raw power behind modern combat platforms, then you're in the right place. Hit that subscribe button and buckle up because today we're diving into one of the most advanced and expensive tanks ever built, South Korea's K2 Black Panther. The K2 Black Panther is South Korea's pride in the world of armored warfare. Developed by Hyundai Rotem and designed by the Agency for Defense Development, the K2 was born from a need to create a tank that could not only defend South Korea's mountainous terrain, but also rival the best tanks in the world, and with features that compete directly with the American M1A2 Abrams, German Leopard 2A7, and even Russian T-14 Armata. The K2 does more than just stand its ground. It dominates. At first glance, the K2 looks like a futuristic machine, and that's because it is. This fourth-generation main battle tank is packed with smart technology, advanced armor, and lethal firepower. It weighs about 55 tons, which is lighter than some Western tanks. But that's because it's designed for speed and agility in Korea's terrain. It's powered by a 1,500 horsepower engine that gives it a top speed of around 70 kilometers per hour on roads, and an impressive 50 kilometers off-road. In battlefield terms, that's fast. Fast enough to get into position, strike, and get out before the enemy even reacts. The K2's main weapon is a 120mm L55 smoothbore gun, which is similar to the one used by the German Leopard 2A6. But South Korea didn't stop there. The K2's gun is supported by an automatic loader, which means it can fire up to 10 rounds per minute, even while on the move. This drastically increases its firepower in combat scenarios where split-second reaction time can mean the difference between victory and destruction. And it's not just about firepower. The K2 can also defend itself against a wide range of threats. It uses a layered defense system that includes composite armor, explosive reactive armor, and an advanced soft-kill active protection system. That means it can detect incoming threats like guided missiles or RPGs and disrupt them before they even reach the tank. In future versions, the K2 is expected to feature hard-kill active protection systems, physically intercepting and destroying incoming rounds, taking its survivability to a whole new level. Now let's talk about one of its standout features, the advanced suspension system. The K2 uses a hydropneumatic suspension system that gives it what's called kneeling ability. This means it can lower the front or rear of the tank, tilt sideways, or raise and lower its chassis depending on terrain. Why does that matter? For starters, it allows the tank to aim more precisely without adjusting the gun. It also improves stability on slopes and gives the crew better cover behind obstacles. In hilly regions like Korea, that's a game-changing capability. Another technological marvel is the K2's fire control system. It's equipped with a thermal imaging system, laser rangefinder, and advanced ballistic computer. But here's the kicker. It also has a feature called hunter-killer capability. This means the commander and gunner can independently search for and engage targets, making it possible to eliminate multiple enemies in rapid succession. One crew member spots the target, locks on, while the other is already preparing to engage. This multi-target function massively boosts combat efficiency. The K2 can also fire a type of smart ammunition called the KS-TAM, Korea Smart Top Attack Munition. It's a fire-and-forget round that can be launched from behind cover, fly up into the air, and then descend on enemy tanks from above, where armor is usually weakest. That gives the K2 a tactical edge in ambushes or defensive scenarios. When it comes to sensors and electronics, the K2 is cutting edge. It uses battlefield management systems that allow it to share data in real time with other units, both tanks and infantry, helping coordinate attacks or defensive positions. It's part of a wider network-centric approach to modern warfare, something we're seeing more and more as militaries adopt digital command and control systems. South Korea started producing the K2 in the early 2010s, but the platform continues to evolve. Newer variants are being adapted for different needs, including export. South Korea has signed deals with countries like Poland, who are not only buying the K2, but also planning to produce a version locally called the K2 PL. This speaks volumes about how advanced and reliable the Black Panther platform really is. There have been some challenges, particularly with the transmission systems, which led South Korea to adopt a mixed drivetrain early on. But those issues have largely been addressed, and new variants continue to improve with each batch. From a cost standpoint, the K2 isn't cheap. It's one of the most expensive tanks in the world, with an estimated price of over $8 million per unit. But when you factor in the performance, technology, and survivability it offers, that price tag starts to make sense. It's an investment in battlefield dominance, and the K2 delivers on that promise. In the future, we could see the K2 evolve even further, with unmanned variants, hybrid electric propulsion, and AI-assisted targeting. South Korea is also working on integrating drone reconnaissance into tank operations, meaning future versions of the K2 could act as command hubs on tracks, directing not just firepower, but battlefield intelligence. Thanks for watching Motormasters, your command center for military innovation and technology. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the K2 Black Panther, be sure to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss an episode. We've got more hard-hitting content on tanks, jets, and armored beasts coming your way. Drop a comment below and tell, do you think the K2 Black Panther is the best tank in the world today? Or would you put your money on something else? This is Motormasters, and we'll see you on the next mission.
Yeah!